Boom, back Saint LFCTV with your boy Saint, and I'm here with my guy Ishmael, man. Sorry for the late review. We was supposed to pattern this up yesterday, but we had one or two things, and to be very honest with you, I really weren't in the mood. I'm not even gonna lie. Yeah, we're feeling a little bit deflated, but I'm here with my guy Ish. Talk to me. What are you telling me? What's good?
Bro, I know you mean business, innit? You didn't even do like the little countdown or nothing, man. Just went
Nah.
straight into it. No business in today, bro.
Yeah.
No
Nah,
business in today.
we got a chat. You know, like
business,
that.
innit?
So,
Business.
yeah,
But
yeah.
I'm blessed, bro. I'm blessed. Like it's like you said, a bit deflated, but it's easy to get too stuck into it. But we still got enough stuff to play for this season. So we move, innit? We move.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, listen, shout out everyone, little last minute stream. So appreciate everyone that's inside, everyone that's going to catch this on a replay. Please hit up that like button. Much appreciated, would help the channel a lot. And obviously hit up the subs if you haven't already. Big up the comments, big up everyone inside, big up Elias. Yo, come on, we're back. You done know. Hope you're all right, Elias. Come on, big up them, man. Them. Yeah, say nothing. Man, I flingy that now. Listen, going into this game, we knew this was a real big one, innit? We knew this was the one out of all the ones that we had to it came with a lot of trepidation in it, you know, them ones there. And it came to pass that this is why we were a little bit skeptical on this game. What was your thoughts going into the game? What can I also say? If you remember on our preview, please go watch the preview with Tobes and Patrick. I predicted this.
Man said it, yeah. Man said 1-1.
Man said 1-1, bro. I'm fuming. I slapped it all over social because I'm hurting. I did see this coming, and I was trying to do up. Oh, but City would lose, and that we talked off air and that. But I did see this coming. What about yourself? Tell me what I've got.
Bro, like you said, innit? Like we all knew this was gonna be the sticky one. Like they say, styles make fights, innit? And not for whatever reason, for a very good reason, Spurs have been a bogey team for City this season. Took 6 points of them, man.
Yep.
Took 4 points of us. So we knew from the jump that this is with the 3-5-2 that Conte likes to play, with the threat of Son and Kane on the counter. They were going to cause us a couple of problems. Like pretty much what all our worst fears is what happened for the first goal. We'll get into it, but bruv, like Trent was in the DM role. Ibu was right back. Virgil, brother, I don't even know where he was. Like the whole thing just went left in it. But what we thought was gonna happen, all our worst fears were played out. And again, like we've seen in times this season, we kind of struggled to break them down as well. Another thing we thought would be a problem going into the game. So like, bro, what can I say? There's no surprises in it. Like you said, what my thoughts going into the game. Everything I feared happened. We were just lucky in a way to get the equalizer out of it. Because, bro, if you deep it, they arguably had the better chances as well. I think Højbjerg hit the post as well. They had a couple other chances where it was like there was one where
I don't think they had too many though. Ish. We had
they had the better ones. They had the better
DVD
ones.
hit the ball. Remember?
Yeah.
Salah could have. Remember when
Sessegnon
did that mad header? Could have, like, we had one or two, but they weren't. I don't think they had amazing.
If I'm being real, I think clear cut. There was more times when I was like, "Shit, them man nearly scored," as opposed to being like, "Rah, we could have put
the main one that sticks out in my head is the last chance, Højbjerg's one.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what the fuck Keita was doing. Like, honestly, man, just walking away. I don't understand. But that one was like, because that could dead the game. But throughout the game, let's be honest, Son was pretty quiet. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, for the first half,
we played well first half. I'll say that.
That's what I'm saying.
We actually played well.
We played well first half, but the only thing was, and like you said, it's funny you said that some of your going into it, your biggest fears kind of transpired. that was one of my biggest fears, that we have a half like we did and we get nothing out of it, because we've had so many of them type of halves where like we need to start, like, it's weird, like, because we're doing well, but we need to start talking about our attack, because our attack is non-potent at the moment, brother. Like, it just don't wanna penetrate. Pause. Like, it just don't wanna. You know what I mean?
Hey,
Yo,
man, like,
come on, there he is.
Pick up
The
the man.
Generation X is back in full effect. I feel like my powers is, like that. I'm there. Like, so yeah, like, I just felt like I was really scared that we would have a half like we did. We were all over them. Possession at one point was 90% to 10%. We were on them, but we had nothing really to show for it. Like, no one really.
Let me just stop you there though. That, when you, like, again, we were on them first off, we were on their neck, but for me, sometimes that makes me more nervous than when the game's all open and that. Because I'm thinking, when the game's open, if it's on a break, it's a shootout.
Yeah.
I back us to back. So as much as at half time, I was like, yeah, cool, dominating this, that, and the other. I was like, this is kind of giving me vibes of like the Merseyside derby, and like the only thing that saved us on that derby, for being real, was that Klopp got his subs spot on, which we'll get onto in a minute, but. We're relying on him to bring man off the bench. We're not relying on the team to kind of find a solution in it. So even at half time, I was like, bro, I can see this being like a 0-0 or even Spurs nicking it. So it's a bit, I don't know, man. Like, we're gonna need to sort this out between now and the end of the season, isn't it? Because we're gonna come up against teams that they know now this is the blueprint. Chelsea have done it to us this season with the fight at the back. Because these men have done the same as well. So it's gonna be peak, man. It's gonna be sticky, man.
I was gonna say, you two, did you feel it was one of them games, the longer it goes on, the more in trouble we were? Just to say, I don't know if I caught it earlier, but big up Saint. I don't know if you mentioned it earlier, but Saint got this spot on in the preview.
Yeah.
Mystic Saint was back at it again.
But do you see how quiet I was on social?
Yeah.
Man weren't slapping it on. No, I was.
There's no I told you so, bro.
There was no I told you so.
It's one of those ones where you didn't want to be right. You wanted to be proven wrong.
Oh,
no, like, you say at home, you were like, yes, I got that one right there, didn't it?
Yeah, on a quiet one. On a quiet one, I wrote out bare WhatsApp messages to you, and I thought, nah, this ain't the time to gloat like that. Like, I was hurt. But you know what it was, yeah? Like, getting into that first half, like I said, yeah, getting into that first half, I thought we were good. I thought Henderson was really good in that first half, you know. He was really on job, like doing bits. And I thought, like, yeah, we're on this. Thiago was doing some nice, like, balls. Like, even though, like, there was a couple. Remember the one when he sliced, did some mad things, still come off. I said, yeah, okay. Like, there was one or two, but generally speaking, we were looking good, but we was producing fuck all, bro. Like, absolutely nothing.
In terms of fluidity, Saint, I would say that's one of the best halves I've seen from us. There was just no end product. I thought we started the game how I wanted us to start the game, but when I was seeing half-time no goal, I thought, this ain't the team to be doing this against, because all they need is a counter. But it worked what you said, Saint. I thought the first half was quite good for us, and the fact there was no goal for it, that's when I started to get a bit of anxiety, like, why have we not scored yet?
Obviously, then half comes. Big up Jamie Phillips, man. Big up, guys. The Spurs game wasn't the reason. It was drawing games to Brighton and Brentford. A draw to Spurs, not the end of the world. But because of that, as a team, you adapt to your circumstances. You can't go back and change what's already happened. So you put yourself in the position that you are, and we are the best team in the world. And the best team in the world, like, sits there and goes, well, listen, this is a must-win game now. You know, them ones there. Unfortunately, you're right, Jamie. It shouldn't be, but we've made it so. So you can't go now and start, like, doing up draws and that. Like.
And to add context, were we really in the title race with those two games? Brentford, you could argue, was early in this. I think that was one of our first 6 or 7 games. But the Brighton game, I don't think we were in the title race. It's still disappointing, obviously. To be 2-0 up and dropping points at home is a joke, but I don't think we were in the title game. Word to what Saint said, the fact it was a must-win, yeah, I think we all agree that just felt like a loss. I didn't speak to anyone for the next few hours.
For both sides. And you know what it was, yeah? It was the first game, yeah? Like, against us, where, like, a team got something and they weren't even really, like, Like, you know, them ones there, like, it was just
the game ended and it was like, right, like, big man saying like, we should have just let you win that one because like,
because this is dead for us. I know that these men are gonna go and slap Leeds. Do you know them ones? And we know that these men are gonna go and slap for Newcastle. So it's like, this is dead. Like, you know them ones there. Robbo and Trent at a massive fault for their goal. Robbo kept them all on side, and for reasons only Trent knows, the man stopped running and let Kane do what he wants. Bro, we're gonna get into that. Trust me, rude boy. I don't get why Klopp put on Cater when we needed a goal. He should have brought on Origi. Trust me,
that game was crying out for Divock, bro.
Big up yourself,
crying out for Divock.
Yeah, trust me, big up Elias, man. Did you guys see that chance where Salah had the chance to pass to Diaz? Yes, did. Did you see the chance? Did you see the chance where Cater could have slapped and Salah pulled rank? Yes, I did.
You know what? You know, I want to big up Ish because Ish said this. It could have a negative effect. Him going for this golden boot, he's going to start me and greedy. Remember you said it, and I was like, nah, Ish, that I reckon we'll still play well when you make the right decision. But you're spot on because it was evident in that situation. Bro.
He saw Son going back as well. Sorry to cut you. He saw Son going back. He was like, right, I have to get mine as well.
And that's the salary. That's the salary we don't like. Because the minute it happened, I thought, yeah, Ish was right. Ish actually said this would happen.
Let's be honest, like that African sun, it slaps different. It slaps different for different man. You know, like that. Like for Mane, man got that energy, bro. For Salah, he ain't been the same since, bro. He ain't been the same since, bro. Like it slaps different for different man. Like I'm not gonna lie. A 1-1 versus Tottenham under Conte, a 1-1 versus Tottenham under Conte is no bad result. Context just makes it seem worse than it should be. Big facts, SG. That's exactly it. Context is everything. We got to talk about Fabinho. His pace in midfield is starting to cause a problem for me. We'll get into the player rating. We need pace in midfield. It's so slow. But you say that, yeah. But in the first half, there was nothing about that first half that I thought, yo, if we come out of that 1-0, 2-0, we're calm because we weren't getting overrun. Do you know them ones there? Them man were pinned in. Them man were pegged. Like we just were doing crossing, inshallah.
I feel like it's a bit, I agree with saying it's a bit reactionary because first half we dealt with it and it's not been a problem until we got this bad result. Do you know what I mean? Like you need to think in the grand scheme of things. I think it's too early. I can see we do need pace in midfield, but it's too early to say that, man. It's too early.
No, yeah, you're right. I mean, to say Jamie says we were crap in the first half, a little slow pass in front of Spurs defense, never got in behind them at all. You're right in the first. Terms of, you're right. I mean, to be very honest with you, all in all, you are right because all the possession in the world that don't amount to nothing. What's the point of it? Do you know them ones there where it goes back to when Mourinho's like, yeah, you can keep the ball in it. You know them ones there, like we're here to get the goal. But at the same time, I do feel like there was a lot of good play that we did. Diaz was cooking them. Do you know the ones there? Like we were on stuff. Like, but you're right. Nothing behind them. Nothing that wasn't in front of them. They fell back into them 2 banks of 5, and we were just.
Because correct me if I'm wrong. Our best chances are from corners, isn't it? I can't remember us having a proper chance from open play in that first half. If I'm being honest, like it was nice. It was nice build up in that.
No, but you're right. Yeah.
For me, right. I kind of think that was. As much as you can say we control the game, like what you said about Mourinho, like you can control the game without having the ball. And I think we kind of played into their hands a little bit in the first half. Yeah, we kept the ball, but there was no like, I can't remember a time where Diaz or Salah was 1v1 against their right or left side of centre back or their wing back and was just cooking, man. Like they kind of kept us at arm's length. I felt like we were playing good, nice, tidy football, but there was no sort of cutting edge to it. And then the second half was the second half, but yeah.
Drop points to Leicester, Brentford, Chelsea, West Ham, etc. are the reasons why we're here. We should be a few points clear of Man City. It is, but they could say the same thing, innit? You know, the ones there, like it is what it is. But you are right. Inevitably, that is the case. At the end of the day, Spurs game plan worked, and we didn't know what to do to break them down. Pretty much. Let's go into the second half. Obviously, second half. We should have at least got a goal in the first half. Definitely, Elias, 1000%. I think that was the issue. Going to the second half now, didn't make any changes in that. And to be honest with you, because of the way in which we were playing and because we had such control of the game, I didn't see one of the the thoughts I thought going into, one of your fears was their breakaways. And I didn't see a lot of it. Like I said, Sun weren't really troubling us. So I thought, you know what? Let's just keep it as it is and let's just try and do more. Didn't really happen, to be honest with you. I felt like people generally got a bit worse, I think. Trent just started spamming more. Don't think it really came off. The balls were just not great. And then obviously the substitution, Hendo comes off for Keita. Wasn't the first sub, was it? Jota wasn't.
No, we brought on Jota and
Jota was the first sub, innit?
Jota and Simi came on. Yeah, they came on together.
Jota and Simicast came on. I understood why Simicast came on because
I think he did well.
I think he should have started.
He should have started.
I think he should have started. I don't even want to. I was going to say, apart from the goal, obviously the whole back five was just moving mad for the goal. But I actually just think Robbo looked. I can't even say he was bad, but he looked like the energy wasn't quite there. He looked a bit tired. But I even thought he looked tired from because we played Villarreal just before it. He looked tired from the Villarreal game as well. So again, we're going to get on to Klopp later on, but it's like obviously hindsight's 2020 and that, but. We've got two left backs now. If it's Trent, I can understand on the right hand side, but we've got two quality left backs. If Robbo's looking the slightest bit tired, just dash Simi in. Like it gives the opposition something else to think about as well. But yeah, that was for me.
And let's be honest, Simi probably is technically better than Robbo, and that's what we needed in that second half.
Facts.
Facts.
Someone that can even cut on the right hand side on his right foot as well and cause a different kind of problem.
Exactly.
You're just doing the same thing over and over again, no results. But yeah, what were you gonna say, Seth?
What was there a shout to put maybe up to put Joey G on the right and give Trent a rest as well, because I think Trent was great in the game. I'm not gonna lie.
You know what though? You know what was mad? Trent defensively was actually like. He was actually defending very well. Do you remember that one when Son was one-on-one with him? And I was like, yo, this is...
And he just barged him off.
Yeah. That was good. But then what he done with Kane, shout out to what
unforgivable.
That was outrageous, bro.
Unforgivable.
Fucking outrageous. Why are you letting the ball drop? Why are you letting him have bare time? It doesn't make no sense, bro.
No, and the thing is, knowing what Kane possesses, knowing that it was Harry Kane on the ball, Trent, it was a bit naive. You can't be doing that. If it was maybe like a Højbjerg or Bentancur, you still should be working hard. But it's Harry Kane. That's what he's been known for this year, dropping in and kind of creating.
Let man fully turn on you. Square you.
It's the fact he done nothing. If he took him down, I'll be like, all right, Trent, a bit stupid to give away a free kick there, but you done something. Man did nothing. Man literally let him. It's like you let a man come into your yard and just take all your stuff and you just open the door, let him come out again. Like, I was like, what am I seeing,
your fridge, taking every item in your fridge.
Robbo, dead food as well. Letting the pass come in. Some just the meaty ones. Like, what are you doing? Like, attack the thing or just like dead VVD. Why VVD and Ibu, bro? Why is Son just allowed all the time in the world in the middle of our fucking 6-yard box to tap that in? What the ass is going on?
I allow Ibu in it because, correct me if I'm wrong, he got dragged out. And it was all mad. From what I remember, Trent was like in the DM role. I don't know what Flacco was doing.
Yeah, I don't know what Flacco was doing, bro.
VVD was on his ones in the box, and then Ibu got dragged outside. He was covering Trent.
Sorry.
Even as
sorry.
It's very true, bro. You're not wrong, bro. You're not wrong, bro.
Bare flat packs and that, bro.
Bro, you'll be getting into something. You just see chewed on it. You know, you just have to stop it.
You have to just. I know, bro. You know what time it is.
This guy,
shout out YG. Yeah, man. He loves. He can't resist the square button against. It's true, bro. He just straight. So, brother, relax, man. Relax. Calm down. But yeah, sorry, Ish. Carrie, what was you saying, my guy?
I can't even remember what I was saying. Just the goal. I like watching the goal back. Just not one of our defenders was in the right position.
Flacco was doing a madness. Trent was in the DM position. Robbo.
Ibu was playing right back. It was just
Yeah,
all,
it was
just all mad,
outrageous.
bro.
It was outrageous. Hendo was our best midfielder, played really well. The cover work he does in our team goes unnoticed by some. It was very important how we set up. Did mention that not in that much detail, but we did say he was very good. I thought Hendo was good. I prefer Simicast against low blocks. Robertson can be very predictable going forward and not as good technically.
I hear that.
Big facts.
Yeah,
I hear that.
yeah,
I hear that. I'm saying it now. I'm doing a video at 6 p.m. Gomez has to start against Madrid in the final. Make sure you man go and check that out. Yeah.
I hear it. I hear it.
I hear it.
Vinny,
I can hear what you're saying.
Trent could
yeah,
be.
Yeah, but then,
bro.
yeah, but at the same time, I don't know.
Our biggest creator.
We'll get into that. But make sure you man go and check Jamie out.
Big up Jamie every time, man.
How did Emerson have a good game against us? I can't believe it, bro. That's our fullbacks for you, bro. You know them ones there. Trent, not bad defender. What he is very lazy. He is becoming very lazy. I just think he's becoming a bit outworked as well. That's why I was saying, could there have been a shout for Joey G playing, because what he would have done defensively would have, do you know what I mean? Cut out what they brought offensively. And I think he's, you know what I mean? Like, he is as good right now as Trent going forward, because Trent ain't doing it right now. You know, like that. Like, it isn't, not saying generally, but right now, it's just spamming, bro. And it's a bit mad. That Villarreal game, mad. Like, this game, mad. It's all mad. I feel for VVD. He has to cover Robbo, then Trent's position. Man can't catch a break. No, I hear that. But at the same time, he was just in no man's land, man. And you're right, Diogo, Speed, Jota looking hella smelly right now. All right, so quickly, let's talk about our goal before we get into the player ratings. Obviously, I told you, man, like Diaz. It looked like, to be fair, Diaz was our only threat. Like, literally looked like Diaz was our only threat. You know, them ones there. And it turned from, like, Diaz, like, allowed a shooting to, like, you know what, just have a flipping pop something, because no one else is really doing that.
That's how you know we were getting desperate. The fact he kept trying to come in and shoot himself, and it did pay off. But the fact he kept trying that, we were running out of ideas. You know what was reminding me of? That Chelsea game in 2014 when we were just desperately doing bare madness, and then they got up the other end. It was madness, man.
A shout out Fuad, Prince Fuad TV, man. Trent is amazing going forward, but going backwards, he is shambolic. Not as bad as you'd think, but in recent games, yeah, he has been. Like we said, the like you man brought up the defending he did, the 1-on-1, outrageous. You know them ones there, and then you go and do that madness against Trent. He literally in the game can show you the best and worst of Trent. You know them ones there, like it's. But in showing you the best of him, it shows that he has the capabilities. Do you know them ones there? So, seeing the Champions League next year and the title race, like, Fuad, brother, come on, big man. I beg you, if you lot don't know, he's talking about Arsenal, innit? These man here, yeah, Fuad, send me whatever it is you're smoking, bro.
Listen,
straight
calmer, bro.
You know,
just get top 4 done first. Man's talking about title race and that, bro.
Pay, like, you know, like that. All right, but yeah, no, listen, good shot, deflection, cool, went in, we needed it, and then it seemed like we really didn't have much else to say after that, and they probably could have won the game, with the last chance. So fuck that shit. Let's just get into player ratings in it, and we'll talk about what we think this has really done to our season, because a couple man we need to talk about. Boom, Alisson. Rom, do you want to start? What are you thinking? Alisson, what do you think? I mean,
you can't. Anyone who even tries to get onto him about the goal, just get out of it. You can't. You know what I mean? I think again, Ali for me was doing Ali things. If I had to give him a rating, he didn't have. I'm trying to.
Didn't have much to do.
Have much to do.
Didn't have much to do. This is what I was saying to Ish. Like, as like, I don't think we were like we did play well in a sense of they weren't peppering us. Like it said, they had the better chances. They hit the post. We hit the bar. Like I would probably say they did have the better of the chances, but there weren't too many of them. It's not like they really put us under pressure and that. So. Like,
I'll take a
7.5.
7. Yeah, calm 7. I would have said 7. I would have said 7. I don't think anyone can really get
Yeah, I think you're right.
No one can really touch like 7.5, 8 because
The
even
only
though he didn't have
person
a bad
I would,
game, well, you say
We'll get
Diaz.
Yeah,
get-
that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, we'll get there. All right, cool. 7. Trent.
Bro, let me rip the band-aid off at 4. 4. Like
4.5.
he was all right defensively. I'll give him that, but bro, I can't remember like maybe 3 crosses. Apparently, he had 15 crosses. I think 3 hit the man. So like,
There you go.
that kind of tells you all you need to know. I'm trying to think. The corner that VVD hit the post, was that Robbo side or was that Trent side? I think it might have been Trent side. You know,
That might have been Trent's side still. But
it's just
it
like for
wasn't
me,
enough,
we were
bro.
looking
It wasn't enough, bro.
to Trent. Like we might have been doing it too much, but we were looking to Trent to kind of give us something, especially towards the end, like last 10, 15, and he weren't really like, bro. If you can see there's no one in the box, then try and do something else. Why are you gonna cross the ball into the box when there's no one there? Like, seriously, like what is that?
It became outrageous.
It don't make any sense. It's
It
like man just had his head down, and he's
bro.
just crossing the ball for no reason. And like the goal as well, I think that's unforgivable, man. Like you either got to drag a man down or
bro, just do the
run, bro. Yeah,
do the bum thing.
Do
like
something.
The ball's
Do
in the
something,
air, like barge, anything. Like what the
and
fuck?
I know we're only rating man on this game, but the Villarreal game as well. Man, look behind them, watch the man jump, hit the ball into the net. It's becoming a bit of a habit. It's starting to piss me off a little bit, bro. If I'm being honest. So yeah.
The only thing about the Villarreal game is he got better.
Yeah, this game.
In this game.
Did he get worse? Did he like? He definitely didn't get better, but he like I don't know what it was after that. So, bro, it's a 4, man. It's a 4 for the level, for the regard I hold Trenton as well. I expect at least if you're going to be weak defensively, then you've got to do madness up front to try and bail us out of it. You didn't do that, so it was a below average, man.
I left that game thinking, I really, really wanted Joe Gomez to start, man, and that's not like me. So yeah, I agree, man. 4. Roms, you got anything to add to that, or you wanna?
No, originally I said 4.5, but word to Ish, it is becoming a regular thing. 4.5, I can hear either. 4, yeah, I can hear either.
All right, we keep it as a 4 then. Ibu.
I actually thought it was all right, you know.
I thought he was quite decent. I was gonna say, I didn't really think Ibu had.
Calm.
Ibu was actually,
and he was getting the ball a lot. If you deep it, he was getting the ball like the sort of the right centre midfield role. Like that's how high up we were, and sometimes and he weren't really like. Obviously, it's not like Matic when he's got it and he can kind of drop a shoulder and go past the man. But even that's what I say, like, he's not dead on the ball. Yeah,
and it's creeping into his game. You say that, but Konate loves going on a little mazy run here.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he did it as much this game, but he's been doing it. And I think Matic's even telling him, bro, when you're on there, do it. You can create something. You know what I mean? I can hear a 6 for Ibu.
Yeah, solid 6.
Solid 6.
I can hear that. For real, I think they were good. And the one thing I was like we said, Son on the counter. That's the reason, probably the reason why he started over Matic.
Yeah.
And, like, there weren't too many. Obviously, Son got the goal, but like we said, the madness was just going on at the time. There weren't any times where he was 1v1 and he was like a skinning man or anything. We looked defensively all right, but it's just the problems that they were giving us. A lot of it was of our own doing. It wasn't like they were getting a ball and like popping 2 passes together. It was just like we were just like fucked in some. It was
crazy. Like that second half, whenever I saw Ryan Sess on the ball, he just looked like he had acres of space, bruv. Like it was crazy.
No.
VVD. I wouldn't mind giving him the same thing. I know he was a bit mad, but
yeah, and he hit the cross.
He really scored. He was a threat from corners. There was another one where he actually should have done better. I think he skied it.
Yeah, when he slapped it. Yeah, when he slapped it. Yeah. No, that's what I mean. He was a threat, and I didn't think he.
You know what it is though. We'll get onto Klopp with this one. I think it's the fullbacks at the moment. I think it's tiredness, if I'm being real. Tiredness on their legs, but also mentally they're making mistakes which they don't normally. I know Trent's prone to like a mistake here and there, but I think for me, it's not really the centre backs that are letting us down at the moment. It's the man out wide who are kind of going forward, not really doing it, and at the back, shambolic. The last 2 games, shambolic. That's all I can say. Like it's like just mad defending. So I think VVD and Ibu, I can hear a 6 for him as well, man. Because I think they were quite solid. Kane didn't really do too much apart from the goal. He wasn't really on a lot. So yeah, got to big up for that.
and then shouting out going off what you're saying as well. Like we do have to say, like obviously when we sit back and we say some of these stats, like we're the only team to have played every game this season. Like, do you know what I mean? The fullbacks are a large part of that. They don't get a lot of rest, even, and that may be down to Klopp because, like you say, we've got adequate kind of substitute, especially for the left. But still, that may be cause to why we're seeing some exhaustion in their game, and do you know what I mean? And they're starting to decline a little bit now because there's a lot of flipping games, bro. It's a lot of games. No one can't say that they play these amount of games because they ain't, like that. So, all right, cool. Let's go to Robbo then, innit?
I think the same as Trent.
Yeah, I was tempted to go lower, but I think that's a bit mad. If I'm being real, it's a bit mad. He wasn't that bad, but I'm struggling with Robbo right now. I can't.
Yeah, I don't.
And
it's hard. It's hard because obviously Simicast did come on and looked really good. Them ones there.
Exactly.
So like, it's difficult, innit? So yeah, I'll be cool with
this is sad, man. We don't want to be giving our players these raids. This is actually emotional right now.
Yeah, it's hard, bro. It's hard.
Bro, 4. That's not. I'm not used to saying those words about my own players, bro. Like it's mad. It's mad.
Hard, bro. True done.
And the maddest thing is, I feel like the forward players might have to hold less than that because where were they in this game, bro? Apart from we'll get onto it anyway.
Yeah, we'll get onto it.
Trudon, to be honest, not winning the league this season would be a failure. Best squad we've ever had under Klopp and the weakest Pep had in years with no striker and still can't see out a title race. Very frustrating. Trudon, you know what? I'm not having that, bro. Like, brother, how is it the weakest Pep's had in years? He's had exactly the same team with the addition of £100 million midfielder. Yeah. All this no striker bullshit. Trudon, don't buy into their hype, brother. We don't have a striker. Like, I don't understand what's going on. Like, how? If they don't have a striker, we don't have a striker. We make do. Like, they can make do. So don't sit there and buy into their hype, brother. I'm not even gonna do that. All right, let's go into Flacco. All right, going into Flacco, going back to something that someone said in terms of the lack of speed. Flacco's never had speed. Flacco's never had that. And we've seen some of the best performances, like, man, arguably one of the best DMs. His intelligence outweighs his lack of mobility. It's just sometimes it gets a bit peak. When Flacco's, because of his lack of mobility, when Flacco gets it wrong, he looks really shit. Like, literally.
This is why I also say it's reactionary, because in the Etihad 2-2 draw and in this draw, when it doesn't go well, it's proper scrutinized. But when we're winning, no one brings this up. That's
no one says nothing. Yeah. You're like, Flacco's a G and Flacco's the best as he is, bruv. Like, exactly. Same ability. Same ability since he's come in.
That's why I'm saying, like, it's reactionary. Like, I don't think that is a problem. Don't get me wrong. If we did have, like, a more athletic midfielder in there with him, of course we'll be a better team. But you can't. It's unfair to say, oh, that's the reason, or we need pay. No, because when we're winning and times are good, we're not hearing this.
Yeah, no. It's just not a great performance. And you just got to call it out. Do you know what I mean? With Flacco, he needs the balance of midfield to be right. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, he can't do all the work by himself.
That's what I will say. For me, it's putting legs around him, not saying that we need to get a new DM. It's more like, especially go on, bro.
Just before you go, and I feel that once we do get that Germany and Bellingham, we'll go to the next level. I think that's actually the final missing. It's not even a missing piece of the jigsaw, because I feel we are the finished team, but that will bolster us to that next level.
Right.
You know what? Word to heirs of the clock, big up yourselves. This is a good fact as well. We've been playing every 3 days. Spurs had a week, and like that is important into being able to play against us. You need to be. We saw with Villarreal, them ones there. We saw how they just fell off the second half, and I felt like Spurs were able to kind of maintain their pressure because they had. Do you know what I mean? And we did look a little bit leggy. I'm not gonna lie. We looked a little bit like. So, anyways, it is what it is. But going back to Flacco, Five,
Yeah,
5.5.
It's just
Standard.
if you can tell me what like where the half is coming, like I can hear it.
Yeah,
but
I was. Yeah, it's just because it's Flacco and I love him, but I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, five.
He was just like I can't even say for me the City game. He was like he actually stood out because of how dead he was. But this one, it weren't even a one for me. The midfield was just they kind of just kept it ticking. The forwards were just non-existent. The defense moved mad for the goal. But I can't really say that Thiago, Flacco, and Hendo had like bad games or anything.
No, they didn't. It
just is what it is.
I thought Thiago had quite a decent game, to be fair, and I thought Hendo was probably the best midfielder. If I'm honest with you,
yeah.
I would have been happy to have given Hendo a 6.5, 7, and Thiago in that region. I'm pretty happy myself. I don't know what you man are saying. Roms, what are you telling me?
I was thinking 5 for Flacco is fair. I think 5 for Flacco is fair. Hendo, I'll probably give a 6.5. Yeah, I just remembered, echoed everything you said. Yeah, 6.5 for Hendo. And yeah, Thiago kind of in the same region as Fabinho.
I would give. For me, I'd give Thiago. Go on, Ish. Go on. What you
I was gonna say I would have probably given Hendo the 6.5 and then Thiago the 6.
6. That's what I would have said. And then
again, it might be unfair, but I'm measuring man by their own standards. I don't think Thiago was tidy in that, but normally we look to him to like play the pass that's gonna unlock the defense, and then a man suddenly threw an on goal. I didn't really see that. But again, we need to give Spurs their props because, bro, like they were compact as fuck, bro. There were no space, no gaps, no nothing.
They did really well.
Yeah, by Thiago standards, it was just like a slightly above average. But
yeah, I would agree. Without Thiago, like I said, without Diaz in the attack, we looked like we didn't have an attacking threat, and without Thiago, we really looked like we had no outlet. Do you know them ones there? As good as Henderson was, so. To be
fair, right? We have this isn't even a recent thing. Like I remember even though we won against Wolves, that 1-0 that low block, we struggled. I remember the Arsenal Carabao Cup first leg, even they had 10 men low block, we struggled. Chelsea when they had 10 men early in the season, we struggled. That we have as good as we've been as great as we've been this season. That low block has been a common theme this year. So Conte, and knowing his brilliance, he probably thought to himself, 1 minute, it's what I do best anyway. This team struggle against it. That's all we're going to do for the 90 minutes. And as much as people complain and whatnot, you have to give your hats off to him. He had a game plan and he saw it out.
Big facts.
Yeah.
Big facts. All right, and then we get into the forward line. Before we do, Trudon says, all right, just my opinion, but these man getting Haaland, possibly Alvarez and Pogba 2 next season, even harder next season. What I would say is, let's see. You know them ones there. I'm not gonna sit there and be on some sucking off FSG pause, but I've been a very big FSG this, FSG that, and for the first time I'm like, let's actually see what we do in the summer, because we played some chess moves and did up 1 or 2 man, and suddenly, universally, we've got a better squad than City. And if I'd said that to you in January, you would have told me to go suck my mum. You'd have been like, you know, like that. So just because these man are getting all I know man are gonna be like, you're chatting shit, but brother, I'm 3 decades in this football team, bro. There's badder man than Haaland that have come to the Premier League, and it has not worked. Bro.
I'm glad you said that.
Trust me. So
man, I'm saying that he's just gonna come and slap 30 goals, just listen. Quickly, he might do.
This is what I'm saying.
He could also get 12 in it. It's like that. It can happen. It can happen like that.
I'm not saying he's gonna be a flop. I'm just saying, just take time. Take your time with it. You know, like that. Because there's badder man who've had badder CVs than Haaland, who have come and have looked meaty. So you know what I mean. And like I said, however good their season's gonna be, their team's gonna be, we got a better squad than them right now without spending even nearly as much. Who knows what's gonna happen come the end of summer? We just have to take time. So yeah, cool. Ezra Klopp says, I think Hendo is carrying an injury. He's getting subbed at 60 minutes most games. I think he's managing something. possibly. Or maybe they're just managing him because he is older, remember? Do you know what I mean? And he doesn't, maybe he hasn't got the legs for the whole.
Hendo's that honest tact to maybe tell us after the Champions League final, like, yeah, I've been carrying this. Because I think he's even done it before. Yeah, I've not been 100%, but for the team, I always.
You know what, Robs? I'm gonna be real with you. I don't really rate that because if you're playing at 60% and you want to come and say at the end of the season, I'm like, bro, like Naby's there, innit? Naby's waiting.
And I hear you, it's also a bit unselfish because we're competing on all fronts, we need you at 100, not 60.
Yeah.
So I hear it from that point of view. But you know, a lot of footballers are ignorant. They don't want to be out. If they got a little niggle, remember?
And that's not fair. That's disingenuous as well, because I don't know if we've got a lot of men that can do what Henderson can do. When
I hear that.
So that might be a clock thing being like, yo, you know them ones there. If you can, I'll have you at 60% because you know them ones there. Like you don't know what's being said. You know them ones there. I don't think it's all on a player. Like,
but did you not just say this is the best squad we've had for the longest time?
Yeah.
So it's one where it's not like, bro. It's not like if it's
Milner
Trent,
can do what he can do.
Yeah. It's not. If Trent's like carrying a knock, you're saying, bro, like, come on, like you're our creator, you're our this, you're our that. But the midfield area, we have got man who can come in and step in here and there. And if it's going to end up hindering us for the rest of the season, bro, I'd rather he just didn't play. But that's not to single out Hendo at all, because he's actually probably our best player on the game on Saturday. He's been levels recently. I can't really say anything about Hendo, and normally I'm quick to get on him if he's not playing well. But bro, like I don't want to hear it. This at the end of the season, I don't want to hear any fitness excuses, any of this, any of that, because you've got a squad of players who can actually come in and everyone can kind of put their own little thing on it. But
and in fairness, Klopp's probably been pretty good. The best I'd say with subs this season in his tenure.
Yeah.
Do you know them ones there? He can be quite steadfast in his 11 and the subs he makes, and he's actually been making, do you know what I mean, some random subs, and I'm not okay.
Big up yourself, Saint, because I think if Liverpool fans, if we've always had a criticism of Klopp, is making subs too late or not making them at all. And this season, he has shut us all up and been not once or twice consistently been making not only the right subs, the timing of the subs. So you're spot on there. You're spot
on. Guys, please make sure you slap the like as you're in. Would much appreciate it, man. And sub if you haven't. Let's get into this attacking line, man. Diaz, start with the good. Let's start with the good first, innit? I thought Diaz was like I said, breath of fresh air. In our attacking line, in what was a suffocating attacking line, bro. It felt like there was no air up there, bro.
They were starving,
it was a bit peakish.
We're just running out of things to say about this guy. Like he is now, and I don't think it's a mad thing to say, he is now one of the first names on the team sheet, 100%. Whereas you're thinking, more, let's say a couple months ago, rotation, or he can come in and admit, he is one of the first names on that team sheet now, because he is just a problem 24/7, just at you. You're not getting no rest. I know fullbacks before they play us must just think,
long,
Diaz, that if you're on his side, this is long. I need to have an early night. I need to have my wheat a bit, bro. It's a long day, bro.
What I would say is when he is playing, I do want more time Robbo to give him more of an option. Do you know them ones there? So when he cuts into that right, fucking go with the overlap so that he's got something
more split. Yeah,
you're not finesse tiredness. I think if that's Simi's overlapping, I think Robbo looked dead, because that's kind of what Robbo's kind of normally known for, up and down. Him and Mane link up. Mane used to come in and do the little shimmy, play it to Robbo. But yeah, I think again it goes back to the lineup, the personnel. Because I don't think Robbo got injured, did he? So he was obviously hooked because he was just knackered. He was just dead on his feet. I mean, he looked better on that left hand side when he came off. But if Diaz, man,
Diaz start Simi then, man. Like that's what I'm saying. Like if he's looking dead and then you use him up for 60 minutes, how good is that? What's the flipping point? Like you know, one's there, like
Villa, innit?
Yeah, and it's just a joke thing, man.
You know what's so scary about Diaz and so like good for us? His shooting's still a bit raw. He's not patterned it. Even though he's scoring, his shooting is still raw. Like there's certain shots he takes, either he's overhit it or it's a bit too tame. Once he masters the accuracy and the amount of power, he's going to be even better than
the Scouse accent, bro. Let man learn 1-2 Scouse words, fam. Hey, brother. Hey, it's gonna be
Hey.
long for man.
We'll be soon saying Diaz, lad.
Hey, trust me, it'll be long for man. Hey, play it here, lads. Hey, come on, it'll be mad,
Alright,
bro.
don't kill me, bro.
Alright, so
I could hear an 8 for Diaz still. I can hear an 8. I think he was our best. Other than
he's
Hendo,
our
he's
best
our
player.
best player.
Yeah, I could hear that. I was gonna say 7.5. I could hear 8.
I was gonna say 7.5 as well, but bro, if he didn't take that shot, and you could say it's a deflection or whatever, but he's got to be in it to win it. And
Exactly.
bro, no one else was shooting. No one else now fucking front who was shooting.
Got to buy a ticket, bro. You know, like that.
You know
so,
what? Yeah, Robbins, word to you, bro. 8. Yeah. Because
big facts.
Thank
You, Fuad, man. Thank you. These men are dead food, but watch them try and turn into prime flipping AC Milan.
Just watch them on Saturday, bro. Yeah.
Watch them try and turn into prime AC Milan, bro. But thank you, my guy. Love, man. Love.
Big up yourself.
And Trudon, you're not wrong, bro. Absolutely criminal, but we'll get onto that, man. Hey, Vader, man.
I saw Naby coming on, boy.
Big up,
Big up, Vader, man. I seen you on Football Terrace, man, holding it up in that. Like you're doing well, and we got some content to slap together as well. Unfortunately, not Champions League content, you know, like that. But we'll sort something out. I'm sorry, Vader.
Listen, anyone can get it, bro. Anyone can get it.
But make sure you're going over to my guys and subscribing. He's doing big things. Mane.
4.
Yeah.
It was a
no
4,
sentiment. We've loved him recently, but brother, what I saw on Saturday, boy. Yeah. 4.
Felix. Sorry, I said Felix. Phoenix. Man's going church, bro. I rebuke this in Jesus' name.
Hey, whoa. Let me just shut the laptop right now, bro.
Trust me, man's going church for this team. Man's taking it. Hey,
Phoenix, we're not even thinking like that.
We're not even putting it out there like that.
It won't.
I ain't even gonna.
We're leaving with something else. Have to.
Come on. Yeah. All right. You're not hearing no contentions from me. 4's calm. Salah was outrageously poor as well for me. And
do you think you could get Salah lower? Yeah. I'm just about to say that.
I was thinking the opposite. I'll tell you what I was thinking. He slightly more in the game than Mane? I don't know. Because Mane, for me, I don't really remember him.
Yeah, but cool. I'll say this to you. He was in the game, but that moment of selfishness was massive, bro.
You know what? 3.5. Or I can hear 4.5 for Mane, 4 for Salah. But either way, there's
Mane has to be above Salah for me, just because of
which bit of selfishness are you talking about? The Keita
the Keita one, I might not have gone in, but Keita was prime position. And we know this season, Atletico, Crystal Palace, Keita's got that in his locker to just leak one from the edge of the box.
I know what you're saying. It might have not 100% went in, but I feel like it would have created something. He hits the target at least.
Yeah.
Do you feel like he's mad predictable? Like he's making man like Ben fucking Davies look good, bro. You know Ben Davies just timed.
But they got man of the match, man of the match.
Yeah, of course.
You let Ben Davies come to Anfield to get man of the match on your head top. Bro.
He always has a nightmare against us, and we're making him look like Pratt. Nah, it was. Wow, man.
Of course, we're there, bro. Come on, heirs of the cup. We're there. We're linking up.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Bro. Without a doubt. It's predictable. I just feel like it's just you know what? We're gonna do a preview, obviously. We'll pattern up the preview, but man don't want to see Salah against Villa. I swear down, if I see Salah against Villa, I'll be fuming, bro. Like, just go and sit down.
Salah started every game for the rest of the season.
That's a joke thing.
The golden boot started mad right now.
We would love him not to start, but we know Klopp. He's just starting, bro. He's just starting. He's gonna start. He's one of them ones.
Strapped in. Salah's resort to running straight into defenders. Yeah, bro. Or word to Ish. It's a. You might get a cheeky. What's it called? Stud roll. You know, like that. Not every day stud roll and stop and start and staccato. Like just sometimes just finesse, bro. Just pass the Ross Clark ball or do something different. Like. Big up my brother Monts, man. Big up Big Six Fans each and every time, man. Make sure you go and subscribe. I know, bro. That's why I had to throw this up late, man. It's like it gets like that, innit? It gets like that, my guy.
I want to shout out Monts as well, actually, for going to the game and like he did it.
For real. Shout out, big up Monts, man. Do you know what I mean? For being there, like that must have been peak, man. Yeah. So, all right, let's get into some subs. Oh my lord, Jesus.
Oh god, I forgot about that. Okay, what? Oh fuck! Yeah,
Simicast, let's start good. Let's start good.
Yeah.
I was going to say that.
Well,
I'm
man,
giving
7.
Yeah, just about
6.57. Yeah, 6.57. He was good, very good when he came on.
6.5.
Very good when he came on.
Thought he was good.
Yeah, I think 6.5. Because some of the crosses were still a bit like in the very final few minutes. I feel like there was a couple where, bro, they're coming from both sides. Nothing was really sticking. But again, if a certain D9 was on the pitch, it might have a different story. But yeah, 6.5.
I'm saying 7. Yeah. You're rating Simi like that, yeah? I don't mind. He was a breath of fresh air. He's a breath of fresh air when he come on, so I'm not going to argue with man.
He has to start, man. He has to start against Villa. I can't say this enough. He has to start against Villa.
Because they're a team full of energy, and you don't want brother being even more tired than he already is, bro.
Yeah.
With the cup finals Saturday, yeah.
Still makes sense.
Has to start. By that face, I know the day. I know he's coming with me. I'm gonna say
oh, fam.
Boy.
Let's just
start this one.
Like,
I'm leaving that.
Let's just
you two.
Yeah. Facts. It's shirt numbers only today, isn't it? It's
shirt numbers only.
Yeah.
And then I'm dropping one. You know, like that. Like that's how it gets like that. It gets like that. For me.
Can we just spend like 2 minutes talking about it? Like I don't want to make this like a toxic team, but
right.
Is he not fit? Because I know he had an ankle injury.
That's outrageous. There's a comment here. Right. Let me get into it. You know what? That's outrageous. Yeah. Naby not enough time. That's true. Simi and Jota free. Mont said they were actually chanting for D9 and Klopp aired it. We're getting into that. Sorry, Ish. Run. Let's go.
I'm just like, what is going on with my man at the moment? Like, is he injured? Is it like a thing where Diaz has come in and he's now thinking, right, I'm not the starting guy anymore? But bro, he's not offering anything, bro. He's not bringing anything to the party. Like what?
It's a mentality thing, Ish. Do you know why? Because I saw him in a Newcastle game and I thought, brother, you're doing well. You know, like this is what I'm talking about. And then you're the sub. Like when man's a sub, I expect you to come and be an impact player. I expect you to come and bring on something. You came on and made our front line worse. Like how, bro? Yeah, like you were the Jack Grealish of our front line, bro. Like your addition made our whole team dead. Like I don't understand. Like
one of my knuckles are sore because the way I banged the wall, there was a certain mixed face pass he did. The way I banged the wall,
and they went on a counter. They went on a counter. He held it too long and said, "Oh my god, this guy is a pussy, bro."
You know, big up to Ish because Ish said, and both of you said actually in the preview for this game, there is nothing wrong. I'm not going to disrespect Jota completely because if you even look at his stats, still good stats, and he scored some important goals. But there is nothing wrong with just being an impact sub. You both said it, and I'm sorry of what I've seen these past month or two. That's all he is now because.
But he's not even that now, bro. You're coming on the impact sub with no impact. In the Ross Clark game.
What kind of impact sub we got? No impact. He was a sub, bro. He was a sub. That's it.
Who was it? Was it Mourinho? Who was it that subbed off the sub? I wanted to.
Jose.
Sub off my man and get. Bro, you know, like that. Like get him off and put Divock in there because
you know what's mad now?
In crosses, like.
What to you two? We were saying about Jota, but he'll still come on and get you that. That's
not get you. What's he getting you now? Midfield passes and vibes.
Salah's been space. I think Jota's been Space Jam, bro. Like that's what it is. Like because he's like Salah's just ineffective, but he still looks like Salah out there. You know, one's there. Like that's why man even said, "Oh, was Salah in the game?" Because he looks like he's in the game. It's just not coming off. It's just not doing thing. Jota's on a fucking joke team.
Hey, airs on the top, bro.
Nah, bro. I'm not having it, bro. The best thing, you cannot come on as a sub, and I'm sitting there saying the best thing that you done was a fucking press. What's going on, bro? What are you, a PT? Fuck out of here. Get out of here, bro. Nah.
You know what I love about this? Ish. You know what I love about this, yeah? We've kind of been saying this
boy.
now, and Saints always kind of had Jota like, yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, you
Chief,
like that
I'm
one,
still
babe?
gonna back
You
him.
like that one?
Now
You caught that one still.
finally, bro. Now Saints finally. Not saying he saw the light, but now Saints thinking, yeah.
No, I'm not having
I've
it.
had enough.
No, because you know what it is, yeah? No, Roms, you know what it is? Like, I'm not having. We've been saying, like you said, I've been saying this. We've been asking for different horses for courses, different man to come on and do things. And I said, yo, if Jota is an impact sub, I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
And man just been slandering him like he's dead food. I'm like, he's not dead food. He's just not good for that position, for that thing. Klopp's using him for this. He'll come in, do a job. I'm like, that's what I need Jota to do. I don't need him to bang. Like, if he bangs, he bangs. But I need him to do the simple things well. Yeah, do that. Brother, I'm not fucking having it. If you're the man that man calls on to fucking come on as a sub in the game that we need to fucking win, and then you go invisible, I have to like, what are you doing, bro? Like, come on, bro. Like, and then my Don is telling me that there's people, there's a section of the fan base that's sitting there chanting out D9. And he aired them for you to come out and do fuck all. But you never come out and slapped 4 goals that you never scored. But man was on it, hit the bar, slapping, bah, 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 bah. I'm like, yo, this never worked out today. You were fucking missing, bro. Like, piss off, man. Like, bro, like you said, that's how I know. That's how I know the chance, bro, because that's what you fucking did. And it was, well, you had, the pass was there, held it. The pass was there, held it. Then some dickhead thing, then you fucking... Bro, I'm like, Jota, man, you're mug.
I can't lie. I'm calling him his shirt number for the foreseeable future. I have to.
Nah, bro, he's a twofer, man.
Have to go back.
He's a pussy, bro. I'm sorry, in that game, he's a pussy, bro. Nah, bro.
What you say, man? Say 2 out of 10.
2 out of fucking 10.
Or it's the basics, bro. I told you, man. Like, 5 yards.
If you're watching this, I'm sorry, innit? You know, like that. Mott's been cooking this idiot for time, bro. Yeah. And I've been trying to say, yo, listen, But Mott, you cannot tell me that if I'm nothing but not fair. Like, you know them ones there? I apologize.
Because you know what? I was cooking him for a while, but Mott has been cooking him even in his great scoring time. Mott has been
cooking him, been saying he's not the one. And I've been saying, brother, we don't need, you know them ones there? Yeah. Like, yeah, it's all long, bro. All right. Looking rather shaky over LFC twice. Spurs have outplayed you, man. The mighty Paul Klopp's army and that, bro.
Get out of here, man.
I don't know about outplayed. Easy.
We weren't outplayed. Like we did. You man did nothing. Like I'm not. You're not gonna lie. Like we weren't outplayed. We like Ish said. You pretty much said it. Like a lot of the shit that we did to ourselves. It was off our own doing. You know, like that. Yeah, very good header of the ball. I'm not gonna take that away from him, but. Bro, he's that guy where you hesitate to give the ball to in tight spaces, but that time of hesitation, the opportunity is gone. So yeah, it's a big fact. Yeah. It's a big fact. It's like he's the only guy that's so like I don't understand. Like I said, in the box, he's Maradona, but a 1-on-1, he's fucking dead. Like I don't understand.
Have you ever seen man go past 1v1? I don't think so,
bro. But in the box, he's techie, bro. Like it don't make sense. Like, anyways, Hater, can't judge him, but why the fuck was that substitution even? Why was man getting brought on? Cater, what the fuck is Cater doing in that time when you've got the Klopp, man? You need to look at yourself and you're gonna hold corner. And I'm not saying anything, do you know what I mean, outrageous, but bro, I think that was a stupid mistake.
Klopp's rating, that's when we'll, you know what I mean. But again, I don't really much.
Pretty much.
Yeah, those 1-to-1 sessions that goals needed for Jota. It's very true, Mark. It's very, very true, bro. It's very true, bro. I'm not even gonna lie, bro. I don't know if you talked about this already, but I just got here. But why Riggy didn't come on? Bro, literally, you just heard my rant, bro. Like I don't understand. You bringing on Cater, don't make no sense, bro. Like, bro, you should have. I don't understand, man. Yeah, come on, once, man. You know. And I want him to prove me wrong as well. Like I really sat here and was going at it, like, but I can't. The way me and
watch man going back on Saturday. Watch man going back in a fight in the cup.
I hope so, bro. But like, just do the fucking basics. I'm not one of them guys that's like you got to bag every game. But the least you can fucking do is pass a fucking 5-yard ball, rude boy. Like, you know them ones there.
You know what?
Like, come on, man.
We've been saying that recently, but watch Jota bagging the next game, and he's not.
Not bagging, bro.
Because we said it for the Newcastle. He assisted, but we said it for the Newcastle game, and he did it.
You're right. When did he last score? When did my man last score? I can't actually
Don't
remember.
piss
You
me
know.
off. Don't piss me off. Don't piss me
No.
off.
Big man, when did he last? When did he last back?
Well, go on, man. Them shout out my cuz. What's going on, man?
Yeah.
Cheers for taking 2 points off the scum. Reckon you, man, should go in for physical striker to add another dimension to your team. I think you needed a bully on that weekend. You see what I'm saying? Calm. But this is what you, man, do, yeah? And I like it because shout out CZ, yeah? Why do you not talk to Man City like that? Why do you not say, yo, you should go for a physical striker to add another dimension to your team? But them man there will talk to Man City like, no, you need a striker in order for you to conquer the world. Like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, you know, like that. Like, you're right. I think you're very right. And I think like 100% Darwin Núñez for me I'd be looking into him, but I know that he's not everyone's cup of tea. I'm sorry, not bringing Origi on was ridiculous. Phoenix is absolutely outrageous, bro. Absolutely outrageous. Shout out my guy Jordan Wagwan. Wow, how man turned quick last month, or so he was your best player. You man praised Jota like now he's dead food. Now you just ain't been watching Liverpool that long. You ain't been watching my channel constantly because it's not last month. We've been on my guy for a while, like
even in the good times.
Even in the good times, bro, we've been saying his deficiencies. Shirt number only, you know, some FIFA 99 business. Straight up, bro. We got a couple of them. And to be honest with you, I don't know why number 15 never come on because he should have come on. You know that.
What? I was going to say that at the beginning.
No.
Yeah. It was kind of crying out for him to come and do like a Man City 17, 18 into the area, just rust on him. But
and he's got that core because he's an Arsenal youth, you know, like that. So you see what I'm saying? Like he would have loved it. Like
that's how you know he's got no future though. He ain't playing for us again. He definitely ain't playing for us again.
Hey, moment of silence. Ish actually just spoke somewhat highly of.
No. Don't get twisted. He's gone. He's gone. We're trying to get that transfer fee up. Like, you might as well just play him 1-2 times here and there. Get that fee up.
No, it's horses for horses. Like, I'm sorry. Do you know what I mean? I'm tired of this. Like, bro, man can't sit here and tell man that we've got the best squad and then you don't utilize man. Like, the best squad and having the best manager means that you can pluck man from obscurity because this is the very game that you need a man for. And then you can sit him down because it's like, big man, do you know them ones there? Like, don't just always the same thing. Like, come on, brother. Like, fuck's sake. And especially, like, if you want to do the same thing and then man look refreshed, they look energized, calm. Don't do the same thing and then I'm like, yo, these men look legs, you know, like, what the fuck, bro? Like, come on, man. That's the subs, innit? So let's get into Kai's, innit? Let's get into Klopp, man, because really and truly, I'm giving Klopp a 4, man. I ain't gonna lie. On this game,
3. I'm saying 3.
I was about to say that even lower.
Yeah,
because the lineup was wrong. And didn't really check it quick enough. I think he made the 2 subs on 60, but no, it's later than that, wasn't it? Was it? But he made the subs after this. Yeah, subs were late. So let's get this. Like, the lineup was wrong. We could see that because the man them were looking tired. Yeah. The subs were too late, and they weren't the wrong sub. Yeah, they were the wrong subs. So
exactly.
Yeah, and then even after the game as well. Like, I think people take it too far with the Klopp thing sometimes, but it's just like you cannot sit there and say you want Spurs to play a different way of football.
Nah, that's deflecting from
big man thing. They'll get rolled over, innit? What you want them to do what Man United done and go and hold a 4. So I'm not even trying to hear that. So like, bro, the whole thing was just annoying, bro. It's just annoying, and we have to keep it real because we praise Klopp most of the time because he gets it right most of the time. But that was an L. That felt like an L on Saturday.
It did.
Yeah, it's just I can't even blame the players too tough. Like he should have changed it up a little bit more. We've got the squad now. We've been saying this. We can't say this enough. We've got the squad. We have got the squad.
We're not going to take plaudits for having the best squad in the league, and then
there's no trophy for that. There's no trophy for that.
Exactly. Use it. Like that's the whole point, isn't it? Brother, me and Roms has talked about this, and I've backed that, bro. But it's never going to happen.
Yeah. It was a couple months ago. I was rambling on. Saints said you're doing too much, bro. I'll have it.
I'm all over it, bro. But it's not that. City soon to confirm the Universal Soldier. It won't be longer. We done confirmed Alvarez, bro. I love you, Vaya, but no one over here cares about that shit. Prince Fuad TV, Liverpool need Eddie Nketiah. Give us 50 mil before Man City gets some lads.
No.
Get out of here,
Don't
bro.
joke with that one,
Get
bro.
out of
Do
here,
not
man.
joke with that one.
He's finally on 4 goals or something, and now man's getting
No,
excited.
big man thing though. I do rate him, but there's levels. There's levels.
Nah.
I
I
mean,
rate him.
you can't be letting
I'm
D-Line go and bringing in Eddie Nketiah. Like, are you mad? Like, what the hell, bro? No.
I don't know about. At the moment, he's not great, but yeah, and I hear that.
No. You
Man
can't
said
put
shit, you know. Man said shit.
Yeah. It's crazy. It's a bit reactionary, but listen.
Hey, Raz, who's your right back? Who's your right? I want to hear. Jump in the comments.
I think Raz, Liverpool.
No,
he's Liverpool.
You know, he's a Liverpool. He said bring back Gomez, and I hear what he's saying.
I don't
He
know
said bring
about
back Gomez. It's a bit reactionary, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Again, it's like I can hear it for that game. Do you know what I mean? But just going forward, you can't just put blanket statements like that's a mad thing. My guy Jerry James, Wagwan brother, what's good? Wagwan man, them. If we don't somehow manage to win the league, it's Klopp's bottle job. Why is Salah still playing? It's looking like Ronaldo and or Son might win Golden Boot. If that is the case, yeah, really and truly, yeah, bro, we're at the precipice of something outrageously great. I ain't got time for Golden Boot. Like I ain't got time. Like I don't like. I'm not.
That's a little side piece when you win the end of the season.
Bro,
and you see
that's
man
some fucking joke thing, bro. You're looking to clock the game of football past the pad settings, bro, and you're talking about fucking Golden Boot. Like if any part of me found out that Klopp was doing that, playing him in order to, you'd lose my respect, bro. It'd be like seeing.
You want me to be honest with you? Do you want me to actually be honest with you? Just going off what you just said. I do feel like that is a factor why Klopp is playing for him, because we've been saying he needs to be rested or he needs to be dropped, whether it's form, whether it's fatigue, but Klopp is still playing him. So you're saying if you find out Klopp's done that, you'll lose respect for him. I actually think, I'm not saying it's the main reason, but it's a factor, because I feel Klopp dropped Salah. Salah's knocking on the door like, I'm trying to chase an accolade. I feel.
Do you think it's that? Do you think it's that, or the fact that Salah just has that mystique of being the one, regardless of what form he's in, that could always at any time pop up with a goal?
But you say that though, bro. But I have to say the mystique is not looking very mystiquey right now, is it? Like, bro, he's not doing it. He's not man's making up new words.
I ain't looking too X-Men-y right now. I'm not looking too mystique is looking right now.
Dead. See when the Undertaker came back. See when Undertaker came back the last time, I was looking at him all weird, bro. Like it ain't really scary no more. Man's got eyeliner on. You're looking at him like, bro, what you doing?
Mystique got the blue hair, and you know, like she ain't the sky. She's just looking at herself. Like
as much as Salah is the guy to like do a madness, I ain't seen a madness for a long time. Like Man City and Watford is looking like a long time ago right now. It's looking like a long time ago. So, bro, like how many times have we done a preview and we've been like, Salah should get a rest, but we know he's gonna start. And he just starts.
And then nothing comes after.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, there's like that's one thing, you know, in this channel, when we just call it and say it how it is, because there's been bare previews that man said, me, Roms, all of us said, like again, like obviously I'll give you a little insight into the Villa preview that we're gonna shoot soon. Brother, Salah needs to sit his ass down, like big facts. And the thing is, yeah, what's pissing me off is if man ain't clocked that Salah is more dangerous when he's had time off, like, than when you're just trying to get the worst like that. Like, brother, if he was to miss 2 games, he'd be a madman. Look when he first come from AFCON, he looked dangerous, and then it just started to look a bit, you know, like that. Like,
it died real quick.
He just died. You know, the ones there, you just gotta just relax, man. Like I said, like,
this comment here from Gary James. He's talking a lot. He's talking a lot of smack.
He's talking a lot of crud, bruv. And you better start performing, or he's bottling it. Also, yeah, it's true. To be honest with you, I don't know if I can put myself out there and say Klopp bottled this league. Yeah, like we were never ahead. Points behind. We were never ahead. And if man was facing AJ, yeah, and like man tripped up, like, and I had the opportunity to put him down, and I didn't. I never bottled that because it's fucking AJ, bro. Look at your opposition.
You done well to even make it that far, innit? Yeah,
I done well to even have man in a position where man could do that. So, like, you've got to look at it. I don't know if I could ever put that on Klopp. But bottling the Golden Boot, and I don't care about how long you went to AFCON, because that's how far ahead you were.
You were clear, bro. Yeah. You were like 8 goals clear.
Bro,
you were
that's how
clear.
Far ahead you were, and that's all you're really here to do is bang. Like, that's bottling it. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm with you on that one, Jerry. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I thought the fans were quiet when we needed them. All these season ticket people go into the match for granted. That's why the cup games have better atmosphere, different energy. It's weird as of the clock. To be honest with you, I think it's just like a squeaky bum time thing. You know, like everyone's feeling
It was nerves.
the pressure. It's nerves. But it's funny you say that. And it'll be a Premier League season ticket man that'll be cornering certain man for having tickets going to the cups because they're not able to get tickets and that. It's mad. We're a global fan base and everyone that's able to get tickets to go and watch the game, do your part, regardless of if you're a season ticket or not. You know, like that. We've all got jobs to play, man. Do your part. We ain't getting into that right now. Firmino's just working off. He's only in light training in it. So do you know what I'm saying? Saint, maybe Origi has left the club already for all those intense purposes, contract signed for someone else and all of that. I don't want to hear all of that though, bro. Like he's available. He was in a squad. So I don't understand. Like, bro, and I don't want to hear that you're too nice of a manager to play him because you don't want to end him and all that bullshit. Like, come on, man. We've got, like I said, we're on the precipice of great things, man. Like, come on, man. They are Pep and Klopp firing shots at the press conferences. Not you, but Man's tried to downplay the rivalry. They're always trying that. That's nothing new.
Did you guys see Klopp? You guys see Klopp busting up in the press conference? They played the clip that Pep said yesterday, and Klopp was just creasing, bro. I ain't seen him laugh at that. Yeah, I ain't seen him. I ain't seen Klopp laughing at that for a while. Klopp was busting up, bro. I was laughing, bro. It was funny, man. But Pep's kind of funny these days. I can't even lie. Pep he's actually cracking me up. You see the clip when he was like, "Oh, I might play Foden centre back," and the guy's like, "Really?" He's like, "Nah." He's actually coming with 1-2. He's actually coming with 1-2 lines at the moment, bro. I rate his thing.
I'll go on rest, man. NK is bum fluff, League One level. Nah, I think he's all right, man. I just don't think he's a box. He's a in the box striker, and I just don't know if like the game might have evolved really. I personally think we should sell Salah. His form this year has been very questionable. Imagine we give him 400k just to stink up the pitch.
We've touched on it early in the season, but we might have to touch on it again. But I don't know. Maybe revise that one. Maybe.
Oh, Ras is on stuff like I personally, any player that dons the Liverpool shirt, I can't go on like that in it. Let's put a bit of respect on it. Do you know what I mean? We're a classy fan base.
Exactly. And Ras, you need to deep. He's broke some unthinkable records, not even just for Liverpool, Prem records as well. And he's the epitome for me of a legend. He's in our team that brought it back for 30. You can't just be saying that. But I do, in terms of the wage structure stuff, the 400k stuff, me, Ish, and Saint all have the same. Yeah. We all agree with you on that one. That money there is just a bit mad. But yeah.
It's a bit mad. Herschel, my guy, hope you're good. Teams of Sus Salah's play out. His way is predictable. He hugs the touchline and dribbles in and then either messes up the pass or shot, and he makes a silly face when he messes up. He needs to step up.
Big man, he was starting to piss me off because man was like smiling and stuff after ballooning the
jump, like, over
the ball. Bro, it's not funny. That's the angriest I've been watching one of our games for a while. I've got to say,
still hurting ish.
You're right.
It's mad.
It's a hard situation for Klopp to drop Salah. Fans have a meltdown. Contract situation with Salah ain't clear. Still in the FA Cup and Champions League final and in the league race. Prince, you've been in the chat pretty much for a while, bro. There's a large part of the fan base that would like to see Salah dropped, bro, and not because of anything other than the fact that you can't keep. You know, the ones there. There's playing a man in form, and then there's just overdoing it. You know, them ones there. Like so, Chad, love man, big up yourself. Man says CR Kelly cannot win the Golden Boot. Yeah, that's outrageous. If he does, bro.
He can't.
He really can't, man.
His third goal, man, I was just laughing.
Put on left Diaz, Luis Diaz. Yeah, definitely Camino. Like 100%. I think he's locked down that spot on the left, like without a doubt. At least a 35 million release clause is an alternative option. Oh, I like that. You know, not gonna lie.
I do like the lease.
I do like Elise. He's silky with it. I would like us to buy Darwin. I think he has a look of Torres. Could be a baller for us. I think he could be as well, man. I think he could be and could just give us a little bit.
I'm not hearing this 70 M's though for him though.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know, but he looked good against us though. He looked good against us. Not gonna lie. Salah better do so, and that's us. I don't think there's a defense better than us. So if you can look good against us, then think of what you're gonna do to next man, innit? Salah better do something on Saturday. I'm just saying I don't want to hear anything else. Big facts, but does he play before then? Like, or just resting? Like, them ones there.
Let's be on. We've not been in many, but let's be honest. Even other than the Champions League final, Salah never really has a good final for us. I know he's only playing about 2 or 3, but he normally does go missing. So I think this Saturday's massive for him, massive for the club, but massive for him as well on a personal level.
But you know what?
Right.
I'm not. It sounds weird. I'm not even worried about him bagging. I just want to see him actually
have a good.
Bring man into play well, like create chances, be a threat. Because
Salah playing well equals normally back.
Goals will come. Yeah,
don't try. Yeah, do you know what I mean?
But like, I'm not trying to be like just eat and then fuck off afterwards. Like if you get a goal early, like the Champions League final, man got the goal early, and then the rest of the game was just like weren't really on too much.
Done.
Bro, play well first, let the goals come afterwards. Because if you play your best, everyone else around you will start playing well as well.
Start eating. Yeah.
And he cannot play tomorrow, man. He can't play tomorrow.
He can't, bro. We'll drop that preview for you guys, man. But you can't. As of the cop, bro. Love the way you interact with the chats. No other channel does it like us. Big up, man. Hey, come on, man. I love the chat, man. I love you lot being in here. So it's the least I can do. Them way there. And Diaz not Salah's confidence. I don't know. Salah ain't lost no minutes. Like Jota, I could hear. Salah's lost no minutes since Diaz's arrival, bro. None. So I don't like how was he lost confidence in how? Like I don't get it. Them way there. Like he's up on Salah. That's my guy. Yeah, honestly, man, people, there's a fan base we going mad. Like you have every right to be on him at the moment in terms of like it's Stevie Wonder can see that it's not working right now, but all this Salah and all of this, we need to, you know what I mean? Saint, these German man, they like commitment. If Origi isn't committed fully to LSC, don't know if Klopp will play him, similar to Ragnick with Lings, Pogba, or Tuchel with Lukaku after that interview. I don't know, bro. You say like commitment. Brother, you act like it's this season. That's pretty much been Divock went Germany, came back, slapped for us, and we're still getting the side tick, like, so like that.
Also, the only reason I disagree with that is because after he bagged against Everton, everyone was saying, I think Hendo said in the press conference for the next game how good he is in training and that how good his attitude is. Like, even Hendo was saying he should be getting more minutes, but it's just the way it is. But bro, he got just play man to the end of the season. Like, bring him on. You know what he can do in these big moments. Like, if he's going, he's going. It's not like he's going for money, so we can just like it's not like one we have to save him to not risk getting a transfer fee. Like, just play him, innit? Bring him on.
Big facts, guys. That's another one. You know what I mean? Listen, I personally, this is me. You may think I'm smoking crack, but
I know what you're gonna say.
This ain't over. Like that. This ain't over. Like until it's not possible, it's possible. Like that. And just stay firm on the fact that you never know what go on. If you look back at the teams that City have dropped points to, you never prior to that game, maybe Tottenham. I did say Tottenham heavy on that, but you wouldn't say that they were lost. They would have dropped points. You just never know. Like that. And one thing I will say about Klopp that he's right is we take it on the chin. We move on. There ain't no funerals out here. We're in 2 fucking finals, bro. Like
that's a segue onto my point, bro. I'm saying from now, I can't say 100%, but we're winning a treble of cups. And I've said this for the past couple of streams. The 3 cups we got nailed, and I believe that I'm heart of heart. It'll still be if you offered us 3, or not even us 3, our fan base, you're going to win a treble of cups start of the season. We'll bite your hand off. So I think that's happening. But the league now, word to what Saint said, it's not over till it's over. Me personally, I don't want to put a Debbie down on this. I don't think we'll win it, but it's not over till it's over. And word to Saint, they got 3 key players injured now. West Ham are battling for that Europa League spot. Wolves are going to have confidence off that Chelsea game. You just never know. Like, football's a funny game. If things were
quickly, yeah. You know, must wacky races. You know, like that dog, when Muttley and that man was grinning teeth when these man come out of Europe. You know, because I was like, we need that, bro.
But I was watching the game all like, yeah. When Creswell got sent off, I was thinking, Creswell, Liverpool fans,
get some of that.
okay, chess pieces. All right, say no more.
What is it going to Denzel Washington? We're leaving the season with something. He wants you open.
Hey, trust he was some like hey, big man.
So,
yeah.
and what Diaz, Walker, two out of their best four in the back four injured. With who's the third one injured as well?
Stones
As well. And Ake's out for the Wolves game.
So I mean, and Wolves, listen, that kid, you know, that Chelsea draw from 2-0 down is going to give them Chelsea are pants, but he's going to give them confidence. That Chiquino brother. Like the second coming, bro.
Boy, that goal was crazy, bro. That goal was
crazy. And
you still have to still have to, man. Still have
to. I'm telling you, bro. And everyone come back to the channel when they drop plays, man. Gonna be like, yo, Sid, you weren't wrong, you know. Yo, I'm telling you, bro.
Though, yeah, I know you two agree. The fact they stretch the goal difference because they do lose,
bro,
and we level.
Newcastle bust it down.
Word, bro. Like, why?
Because 1% possession. In the second half, 1% possession. Like,
you man ain't seen my preview for the Villa game yet. You know, like that. Boy. Gerrard is gonna bust it down for man. Yeah, don't worry, bro. Pause, but he's gonna, you know, like that. Like, hey, we're going to clap cheeks in that game, bro. 4-5-0.
I think the Villa fans. I think Villa fans are going to the ground thinking, we're gonna get bad, but let's just say
we have to. That's our team. We have to go in there and move them up, like, and do up seriousness. So
even Coutinho, yeah, they're my brethren there, you know, like you know.
Hey, man, half time and that. Man, did I ever tell you that? I'm sorry. Did you ever get that note? You never got that note. You know, like that. Like, hey, listen, go. Let me pull up. I'll pull up.
Don't forget as well, we held 7 to them, man, last season as well. So we need to go there and actually, like, and get something this time. Because that 7-2
so we have. I know you're late, but we have, man. We talked about it, bro. We've covered it, bro. It's over. Liverpool concentrate on winning the cup treble. I wonder what, bro. Wonder who he supports. What? Take a guess.
You know.
Of course, it's
fucking
Uno.
I'm gonna say City, but
it's a fucking Uno. No man that got no business talking about man's title race and they're all chatting shit, bro. Like, it would make sense if it was City. I wouldn't be asking you that. Don't talk like that, you know, like that, because he's like, yo, I got my own things. I'm in a serious. These man. Anyways, don't worry about what we're doing over here, Jordan. We're good. Only pimp score every 3 days. Take it easy, Mo. He will come good. Nah, I believe that. Jerry James says, big up everyone. Let's get the lights up for these legends on the channel. Follow up their socials also, my guy. And please go over to Jerry James show as well, man. Thank you. And he's right. Please hit the like. Please. I would much appreciate it. Facts. Before we get out of here, last comments. Bro, don't forget Cody plays for Wolves, bro. He's a big red. Big facts. Come on. We've set the level so high that anytime we draw anything, the fan base goes mad. But it's all gonna say, what a time to be a Liverpool fan.
Jay Prawdy, this is what I was saying earlier, because we're not draw or loss. It's
comment on the stream.
Even our fan base will start saying mad stuff. Big up yourself. This is what I'm saying. You just need to calm down sometimes.
Trust me. Shout out Stevie G, still the GOAT, but we can hold for a 4-0. Big facts, bro. Big facts. Just let us pass through. You know them ones there, don't it? It's calm in it. Sorry you came into the show late. Come on, Herschel. Say nothing, my guy. Just watch on the replay for man, you know, like that. Hey, listen. Keep the feeling alive. No one else in the league can claim that they're still, whatever they want to tell you, it's still possible. And football's football, innit? Football ain't played on paper. You know, like that. So let's just see what go on. Hey, shout out to my dons for jumping in, man. Man like Roms, man like Ish. Hope you lot had a really good day. And we'll be back, like I said, for the Aston Villa preview. So get me. Yo, that's it. We're out. Say the LFCTV. Like, subscribe, share, all of that. Boom.